Oh, so have you seen the photo of Giancarlo Esposito in costume on set for
Yeah.
Captain America Brave New?
Yes.
Do you think that might be Maverick?
Hmm. It's honestly, I feel like anything is possible at this point.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell what the hell that
Right.
character is, and it seems like he's going to have more to do because Giancarlo Esposito did say he's going to be in a series as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
But they did just cast him recently, and they are like doing reshoots to add him in. So I am
Okay.
curious, like who the heck he's supposed to be. He almost looks like Blade. He almost looks like an older Blade.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, he could be Maverick. I don't think Maverick really used blades that much. He was more a gun guy, and there were like he had like knives on his
Oh,
or
I
whatever. But I
didn't
mean, like
notice that.
it could be anybody. Honestly, I just
Right.
hope it's a good character. I hope they don't
Yeah.
waste Giancarlo Esposito on a lame. Like the MCU does that sometimes. Well, they'll pick a really obscure, boring ass character, and like they'll get maybe a little popular with like the casual fans, like the movie fans, but you know, as someone who reads the comics, I'm like, why didn't they pick somebody like a better character to bring to the big screen? You know, so I
Or
hope it's good. Yeah,
don't kill them off in one movie. Like,
yeah,
Gore, you wasted,
yeah.
in my opinion, Christian Bale, who's the
They
greatest
did.
actor of our
Yeah,
generation. You wasted him in one movie.
yeah.
They also didn't give Adam Warlock enough
Mm-hmm.
spotlight or runtime, and Adam Warlock is one
Mm-hmm.
of like the greatest characters in the
Yeah,
Marvel Comics universe.
yeah,
Period. You
yeah.
know, so
And they wasted Jude Law in Captain Marvel with him being like the villain
it's a
kind
great
of,
point.
but he was kind of
Yeah,
lame. It was like really like if you get Jude Law, like why are you gonna put him in that role? It was kind of lame. So I hope they
yeah.
don't do that with Giancarlo. That would be a shame.
Right. And literally anyone could have done what Jude Law. Like you could have gotten
Yeah,
some random actor that nobody heard
it
of and
wasn't
like,
that interesting of a character. Like they didn't do
yeah,
much with yeah.
yeah, 100%. I agree. And they always do that. But at least we know Giancarlo actually has other stuff coming
Yes.
and he's not going to be killed off
Yeah.
in his first appearance.
Right. I do hope he's not that like he's not kind of like that Allegra de Fontaine character, like the Julia Louis Dreyfus character that's shown up a couple times. Like she's
Yeah, yeah.
fine, but she doesn't do much. She's kind of like a background character. She's probably gonna do more in the Thunderbolts movie, but I do
Yeah.
hope that they do something good with his character. And I mean, I feel like either they picked a character that's kind of obscure, that's why it's hard to tell who he is, or they picked a character and they changed it to his design quite a bit so that nobody knows who the heck he is.
Yeah.
So I am very curious to see whose character is, and I hope it's not a letdown.
Yeah. You know, I do think, by the way, I think the Thunderbolts movie is going to be really good. I actually am super stoked for that.
I've kind of come around to that because at first, when it first was announced, I was like, "Oh, cool! You know, they're gonna introduce some cool villains and have them do stuff." But then when they introduced the lineup, I was like, "Well, it's basically just the super soldier characters." But the more I hear about it, the more like this could be a really cool like Black Ops Special Forces esque type
Yeah.
movie, and I feel like I really want to see more of U.S. Agent. That could
Same.
be
I
very
love U.S.
cool.
Agent. Great actor,
Honestly,
by the way.
what? Oh yeah,
Great actor.
100%, yeah. And Yelena is pretty cool too. Like I feel like she's the best when she's doing more serious stuff. I feel like
Uh-huh.
you know, they kind of have her ham it up sometimes, which is fine. But I definitely prefer to see her in action. So that's gonna be cool to see as well. And you know, it seems like they're gonna do Sentry. I hope they do Sentry justice. You know, they actually like make him cool because I feel like
Yeah.
he's a character that they honestly even in the comics they haven't like had him. You know,
Totally agree. He like I don't remember seeing him and or him having a significant story
yeah,
other than New
yeah,
Avengers, and all of a sudden all of Twitter's talking about him, and it's like,
right.
listen, there's no chance you even have ever
Yeah,
heard
I
of
know,
him.
I know.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to see him in the Marvel movies for like 10 years now. So I just hope they
yeah,
do a good job with him. And yeah, it seems like the actor, I forget his first name, Bill Pullman's son, is supposedly playing him. It was originally going to be Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead
Oh yeah, I saw
and
that.
stuff. But like I feel like Lewis Pullman looks more like the character, even though he's
He
smaller.
does.
They could easily like do CGI or like a muscle suit to make him look bigger. So I
Yeah.
feel like that could work. Plus, I think that works well too because he's kind of like Shazam, where he's just like a normal dude, and then he can turn into Sentry, you know.
Right.
So that could be cool. But you know, yeah. So I do hope it's good. I never want anything to be bad. Like, you know,
Right.
I never like am happy with like, yes, that failed, you know, like I want things to be good. So
It's a very specific fan base that
yeah,
does that.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so awful.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's crazy.
Yeah.